NRW Nerds Rule the World, KayFabeyBaby, back again. Second episode of the new year, guys. I think, man, because I know we missed a couple of
Yeah.
weeks because we've been all busy with different
Life.
things. I think it's the first with you,
Life and
Sean. I think this is the first with you. I think for the new year.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Eldon and I were able to get together real quick, but we've all been very busy. But welcome, everyone. Welcome back, Sean. A lot of things going on in wrestling, a lot of things going on in the world that makes wrestling kind of seem so, at least for me personally, guys, like I say, just makes it seem kind of unimportant because it looks like a lot of things in life are being affected, which we all knew was going to happen when they elected an orange evil person that used to do business with a former WWE person that fucks is insane. So it's no surprise if you know from just Orange Man's history in wrestling that we're fucked. So anyway, it's just made things
Week.
unimportant for me personally,
It's been
but
2 weeks.
wrestling is our escape. So we're gonna get into wrestling and we're gonna make some picks. We're gonna talk Royal Rumble. But there's a lot of things popping off that has happened. We made a list before we got going, y'all. So we're gonna talk about that, and then obviously give you our Royal Rumble picks. And hopefully we won't be feeling like Braun by the end of this match.
All right.
Bro.
So let's get into it, gentlemen. I want to kick it off if y'all don't mind.
Yeah.
The first topic that I wanted to bring up is we're about to have this new PLE with Royal Rumble, but we recently had the Saturday night's main event PLE. The second installment of the new throwback, right? This is
Yeah.
the second one we've had, right,
Yeah.
guys? And really excited. You know, I grew up on the Saturday night's main event. I'm an 80s baby.
Same.
But I was hoping it'd be somewhat different. And I think they did so, at least with the first one, because we had Rhea get her belt back. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We had a title change. We had some movement, right? But
Yeah.
now, brothers, I gotta ask y'all, because my feelings now after this last one, it felt like a glorified house show
Yeah.
I agree.
with
Yeah.
with big budget, you know, with that all that WWE is dope about. And don't get it twisted, you know, we all love WWE is firing on all cylinders right now. But man, I got this felt with this last one like it's still kind of like the old WWE in a way. At least personally how I feel. It felt like a house show because I had just some expectations and I was going off with my man Sean on at least one particular match that I wanted to see a title change, and that was my man main event Jey Uso against Gunther because Gunther, while we all think he's a dope, he is a cool wrestler, but other than his shtick and we know he can perform, he's stale and boring as fuck and has
Yeah.
no riz.
Yep.
And my man Jey Uso has all the riz
Bro.
and he's so hot. Why not
So
make main
over.
event Jey Uso get the title at Saturday night's main event? Hello.
Right.
Bro, they're afraid. They're afraid. You know, they did it. They did it. They had him beat Braun Breaker. They let him keep it for like a month. Like they're afraid. You know, and I think they brought it back because of the whole bloodline rekindling thing. But then like they broke away. Now Big Jim's trying to be a thing on his own. Big Jim. But
Which is a real interesting nickname now. Big Jim.
bro, it threw me when I heard that shit. Now he has that shit on like a jersey. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be selling that shit soon. Big Jim. Then he's gonna be doing all the Slim Jim commercials. But yeah, no, it's this show is a cash grab because they're dialing back the amount of live events. And this is really trying to tackle, like you literally pointed out, you grew up on it. They're trying to tackle the nostalgia of it. You know, they're keeping the color, the different color ropes. They have the muted mat, the muted ref shirts. You know what I mean? Like just the presentation of it all. But yeah, it felt like, you know, it just felt like fake. I'm not gonna say fake news. It just felt like those like glorified headlines and makes you like want to watch it, and then you get nothing in return.
Yes.
And it's just like I
Yeah.
just scrolled all the way down and hid away all these ads and shit like that, and I didn't get the information I wanted. And that's what this show felt like. You know, couple good matches, some good matches. You know, some I thought could have went a little bit harder. Um, but it was like you said, it was a live event. It felt like a house show. Like,
And
with
Exactly.
champions.
And how many times are we gonna make it's crushing my heart with this? My man Sheamus, the whitest man
Oh
in the
yeah,
world, losing
Real
to
man,
Braun,
why?
man. Let him
pale
finally get
fuck,
this, because you know the man has
get
only
his
so much
ass
time.
kicked while trying to throw Ludwig into it and shit, man. Like the shit, and then Butch every once in a while. I'm just like what the fuck is happening? And then like even with oh boy, like not oh boy, but old girl, Nia Jackson Rhea. Like how many times you got to run that back? Like this
I'm
shit made no
saying,
sense to me, and I'm
Match
just
was
like
so boring.
Nia. Yes, I was like Nia literally got cashed in on by Tiffy. Why is she not mad at Tiffy? Why is she not going back at Tiffy for a
Right.
rematch for her title that she lost through a Money in the Bank contract? So why are you coming after Rhea? It made zero sense. It doesn't make sense. Why are you doing it? And like, why are you trying to continue to make
oh,
Naya relevant? And also, why are you trying to keep fucking Liv relevant? I'm sorry, that's it's going to Raw now, but still. Oh yeah, what's up,
no,
Patrick?
I'm sorry. I just remembered something, and I want to talk about this too in a second. But I felt like you, Sean, which and this is why. Let me tell you why I felt like you. I finally watched her cashing in. Tiffy cashing in against
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Naya, and it was obviously a Naya Naomi match.
yeah.
It just reminded me the black woman doing all the work
Mm,
again.
yep, yep. And it's about to
Bianca
be.
did the KOD,
Yep,
and then here comes fucking this white woman Tiffany
yep.
to cash in on all of that shit.
At least it wasn't on Black History Month, all right?
Exactly. I was like, where is Sean right now? Because I know how we talk about these white women be using our black women like this, man. And Webster Style, I know you would have been right there, like, God damn.
Oh man.
I thought about you. I thought
Oh,
about you
thank
once.
you,
I was
thank you,
like,
thank you.
man, listen.
These white women.
Um. So yeah, my background, Braun. The billing on this was kind of weird, out of place personally, but I've been kind of out of it. I don't know if it flowed naturally for you, Sean, but okay. They put it together, and for me, it was just lukewarm. We knew they were gonna have
Yeah,
a full finish, but it was a lukewarm match to me as well. Again,
yeah.
it was a house show in either way, and this was very lukewarm of a match.
Yeah. I think they're going to meet at Royal Rumble. Like that's going to continue this heat. And I think you got to build it. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're going to build it to WrestleMania. I mean, that seems kind of far. And I feel like the Bloodline will probably have their own thing. But I mean, they could build this to probably an Elimination Chamber. You know what I mean? Like take this through Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
continue a couple more weekly shows, and then take it to Elimination Chamber. Or I think there's going to be another one. There's going to be Money in the Bank, right? Yeah, because there's a Money in the Banks before WrestleMania. So I mean, it could go on to Money in the Bank. So I think they're just extending it, and that's why I was saying like a lot of these matches didn't look like there was more fluff there. You know what I mean? Like they could have gone harder, but like also if you just give a barn burner, it's kind of hard to one up it, right? It's the Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve problem. You have such a banger match and everyone's talking about it. How do you one up it? Oh, let's get needles and shove them through people's cheeks. It's just like,
I
oh,
forgot about
okay.
that shit. Yeah.
So yeah, so you have to be really careful, and that I mean WWE knows that, and that's why they do these things like that. They keep people safe. Like, hey, like we're gonna continue this out. This is not like the big climactic finish, obviously. Like make it look good, but like don't go all like balls to the wall.
Right.
And that's just what it is. That's storytelling. That's how they tell stories.
How'd you feel about main event, Eldon?
I think over. I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't entertained. Like it was a nice spectacle, but that's what it was, a spectacle. I was grossly disappointed that Sheamus didn't win. I felt like that was the perfect time for him to finally win. Um, why continue to put Jay in the scene if you're not going to put a title on him? Like you're wasting everybody's time. That's the way I felt after watching that match. Like you wasted my time watching this match. And Sheamus just get like it would make Saturday's main event. I think was the perfect venue to put the Intercontinental title on Sheamus.
Yeah. I
Perfect, in my
and
opinion.
Patrick and I was talking before this. You know, I kind of knew that Jay wasn't going to win because they were not
Right,
going to have Gunther drop it at Saturday Night Main Event. Like
right,
he's going to have to drop it at AAPI,
right.
and whether that, I mean, they don't have a match for Rumble for him, but it like yet again could be Money in the Bank, could be Elimination Chamber. Maybe Jay comes back to that because, like, I mean, like you're saying, like all the star power, like they're bringing out like rappers and like pop artists with Jay, like through the fucking
Exactly.
crowd, and they're carrying their own belt, and he doesn't have a belt, and it's just
Right.
like the optics there, just like, bro, like you have Quavo coming out with a belt, like, and Jay doesn't have a belt. Like, come on, bro. Like, the optics are just weird on that. So it's just like he's main event Jey Uso, and but like he doesn't have a belt. Like, yeah, I need them to stop playing. Like, recognize the heat, like recognize how over he is, and capitalize on it. Give him a fucking belt. Let him beat
Yep.
Gunther. Gunther's stale, like what Patrick was saying, like earlier. Like he is stale. He has been stale. I think that's also why they took Ludwig away from him. Like without Ludwig, like he's nothing, man. Like I'm sorry. Like he's a great wrestler, great in-ring performer. Love
Yeah.
him. He gets on that fucking mic and he just, I don't know, man, like something just
Crickets, bro.
crumbles, man. Something just like
Crickets.
breaks down, man. It's just not there.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks to say that. And like maybe he should stick to backstage promos, or scripted promos backstage and like different cuts, like to get like how intimidating he is, like, the downward, like the upward angle to see how like just how big he is. But like, I don't know, man. Like, there's got to be something to spice him up, but I don't know, repackage him. Like this whole,
Oh, give them like what they needed, what they did with fucking let's be honest, with Lesnar and even Roman.
oh,
He needs a
manager.
Paul Heyman type
Yeah,
that can talk. Because when you don't have nobody that has no risk, let's be honest,
yeah.
can't speak on the mic, you give somebody a talker.
Well, he had
Fucking
Ludwig.
MVP and fucking Bobby Lashley. Let's be
Yeah.
real. Bobby
Yeah,
Lashley
no,
he
hell no.
looks like $1 million, but can he really talk very long? No, you need
Absolutely
MVP.
not.
So
Absolutely. I mean, and that's what I was saying. He had Ludwig. Ludwig was that person for him.
and they went off of it.
Yes, and he was great. And on his own, he is great. He looks like a fucking 2x4. Like he looks like a plank of wood. But like he can fucking talk. Like
Yeah.
he has that smug look. He knows how to present his face. He knows how to just like, I don't know. Like I find a very real skill in people that are able to make me want to punch them in the face. And that,
Yes.
that is like the
Baron Corbin definitely had
Miz,
the fucking look.
Baron, MJF, and Ludwig.
Yes.
Like it is a very unique skill, just like to purse your lips a certain way and like scrunch your face and like just know how to talk. And it's just like, man, I just want to, oh my God, I want to punch you right in the motherfucking chin, dog. Like, God damn. But
Yeah.
like that is a good heel. I don't get that from Gunther,
No.
and I don't think you ever will. And that's
Yeah.
why he needs Ludwig, like you were saying. Like he needs a manager if he's going to continue being champion because this just doesn't do it. And for a long time, I thought Damien was the same way, but Damien's really come a long way.
I don't know. I still kind of feel the same way about Damien.
You think so? You feel? I feel like he's definitely got improved.
He has improved,
I agree with you, Sean.
Like he
but
has improved since his face turn, and like because his heel run was just like really weird and just very one line and talk like this. And hey, Finn, do the almost like Razor Ramon esque. And obviously it worked for Razor Ramon, but it's not going to work for Damien. But yeah, now he's a little bit more fluid. And we'll see. I mean, Damien's also kind of like fizzled out in a way because they keep him going against Finn for whatever fucking reason, which I think it's
boring.
over every fucking time they have a
Boring.
PLE match. I'm just like, oh, it's over. Oh, wait, no, 2 weeks later, it's like, oh wait, they're back? Okay, all right, Judgment Day just needs to fucking disband and get the fuck out.
At least they moved Damien to SmackDown, so maybe that's a good sign.
I hope. I really hope. But we shall see. But yeah, that was Saturday night.
Main event. All right, so there's a lot of other things going on that we want to get into before Royal Rumble picks. One of the things that while you were out, I think, Sean, that Eldon and I were skeptical and we're curious and disappointed that our timeless Tony Storm was gone. However, it got flipped. I don't know if you were on when that happened, and she was Tony Storm, but Tony Storm like when she was like actually to me it was for when she was like cookie cutter like to every other girl out there
Right.
in that gimmick, but she had like memory loss. So like whatever happened really didn't happen. She didn't even have this whole times character, and so that was really interesting and cool. If I'm not mistaken, at least for me, and I think for you as well, Eldon, right? That
Mm-hmm.
happened. And then since this last recording, she I don't know if it was a Dynamite or Rampage or maybe even Collision
It was
that
Collision, yeah. Rampage don't exist no more.
all right that she had a thing with Mariah May, who is the new champion, and Mariah was tearing into her, giving her what's up, and then all of a sudden, Tony was like, What do you think I forgot?" And then just revealed that she's the greatest stage performer of all time to play herself, and she's never forgotten. And Timeless is back. I thought that was outstanding as a skit.
Agreed.
Personally, for me, what a turn! What a way to bring her back, and what a great way to play back and forth too in a lot of different ways if they were to do that.
Do
But
you
that gap was super cool. I'm curious for you, Sean, because you were never totally 100% with the Timeless thing.
now you're gonna have to go back and listen to a couple episodes prior because I predicted this.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I guess
And
I
you
got to go back into our
and
episodes.
you guys are
Really?
just like, I don't know. Because I was like, yeah, I was like, look, like she's just played in this movie. Like she's playing up this movie bit. She wants to play herself.
Oh
So she's
shit!
going back and playing herself. And I think that's just going to be a spin on her character is that she's just acting all of this out. Like, would it be cool if she has amnesia and like maybe something happens? Sure. But I was like, I think she's acting.
Holy shit, Sean! If you're right,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna have to look back.
I like right when
If
I
you
saw that, I
predicted
was
this,
just
wow,
like,
dude.
oh, okay. Like, I didn't watch it when it happened, so like I just thought maybe she just got like the amnesia knocked out of her. I was like, okay, cool. Like Timeless is back, cool. But like you explaining it, like as she was like acting, I was like, oh, yeah, I said that.
Dude, you gotta go check it out. It's pretty crazy, man.
I'll have
How
to go
about you,
check it
Eldon?
out.
When you saw that our Timeless one is back?
Was happy. Like I said, it was what after main event, I was actually just scrolling through Instagram and I saw I'm like, wait a minute, what the and I yelled and somebody was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Timeless Tony Storm is back." So I since I now have Max because of AEW, it's the only reason I changed my plan. I went and watched Collision and fast forwarded through it to see what all transpired.
And amazing. Like
Yes.
that's the one match I want to see right now is
Yep.
eventually Tony versus Mariah May because
Yep.
it's
Mm,
solid.
mm,
You know?
mm.
But the sad thing is that's the only thing in the women's division that is
Yeah,
even making sense right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also, why does Mariah have that belt for so fucking long, bro? I'm sick and tired of
Hello.
her.
They were trying to build her up. I mean, I understand why.
I
Did it
don't
work?
care.
Nah, but I understand why.
Because she's blonde and a white woman. That's why. That's why they have to build her up. God damn it.
And is Britt now coming to the E? You guys think?
Ooh,
That's been the
bro.
rumor because the
Yeah,
girl's been off air.
yeah.
There's no love there
Well,
apparently with her at
oh
all
yeah, yeah,
either.
yeah. The dirt sheets were saying like Tony Khan doesn't want anything to do with her. Like there's like a bunch of fucking dirt sheets like shit stirring up just how she's just not welcome backstage. She's not like, and that's crazy because I could have sworn like in the very beginning she was like a locker room leader, and
Right.
I thought people were like all for her, bro. And I don't know what happened. She did the thing with MJF girlfriend, so like I don't know. I think she was a little bit like anti-Palestine kind of
That
shit,
too.
and
That
I
too.
think that really I don't know. I think that that's speculation,
Yeah.
fully, but like I think people were picking up on certain things that she feels, and I think that really sullied a lot of people on her, and pretty much told her. And then she was like starting rumors and like shit about Mercedes. So it was just, yeah, it was
So
just
how soon do you think, or will she be at Royal Rumble this weekend?
nah, it ain't that soon. Tony,
Yeah, I don't
Tony,
think that
Tony,
that
Tony,
soon, but I
Tony,
wouldn't be surprised.
Tony has Ray Phoenix locked down, like out of spite. Like he's definitely going to have, especially if he doesn't like Britt, he's definitely going to lock her down out of spite because she's been away on like injury for so long. She probably
Yeah.
has like he could probably fucking invoke like another 2 year fucking thing because she's been out for so long for injury. Like she might as well just go back to dentistry full time. Unfortunately, like she was an
Yeah.
amazing wrestler, like amazing performer, like amazing on the mic. I like, bro, like I said, I don't know what happened, man. That first match back against Mercedes, I was just like, what the fuck? Like this ain't Brit.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
crazy. But
Um,
yeah,
anything else AEW, man, that's grabbing us at
um,
all before we go back to the E, guys?
the Hurt Syndicate. I guess I
That's
didn't watch the match, but they beat Private Party. Shocker. They shit on Private Party so much, bro.
they
They
weren't gonna
sh-
hold it that long.
I think
Plus,
they
it's the Hurricane now. There,
I
they gotta
I
start giving them shit.
I think they had two title defenses, bro. I think I read that. And I was like, oh my God. And yeah, no, her syndicate is gonna hold that for a minute, I think.
They should.
And they're also feuding with Swerve. Um and that like that's the only thing I know, man. I think Kenny and Will Ospreay are teamed up against some of the Don Callis people. So that's pretty interesting. I might go back and rewatch some of that, or if they have some like good matches I hear of, I might go back and like watch some of those matches. Kenny's always a great time to watch.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, and I was like reading, I was like, oh, Danny Garcia has a TNT belt. I forgot all about that.
dude,
He
literally,
Yeah,
like,
me too. Then did you mention it?
he beat Mark Briscoe last week, I think. Clean. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But other than that, like I said, I don't really know, much.
and not for lack of trying, bro. For on my behalf, I gotta tell you guys, like, I don't know if you've been watching live, Sean, but I've been catching up on DVR. I've been going through the DVR. I've actually cleared out all my AEW Dynamite Rampage,
Oh, nice.
watching them, but fast forwarding.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
until
yeah.
it caught my attention, and
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And I literally went through all of them, and there's really nothing that has got me psyched at all right now,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, it
sad.
just
Like
it sucks, man. And like Mercedes' next match is against Yuka, and I'm just like, okay,
Yuka's cute, but I don't care about her wrestling.
yeah, like
Like the cutesy sort of appeal of her. Not that like,
yeah,
oh, I think she's cute as
yeah. They did have a really good I did watch Julia Hart versus Jamie Hayter. That was
Mm.
actually a really good match, and Jamie won. I was really scared. I thought they were gonna have Julia win, and I was gonna be really fucking mad because Jamie Hayter is a fucking beast. Like, I don't get the whole get up, like the red hair and the skin. She looks kind of like a zombie, like undead. She has like this weird blue pale contrast because of this like orange big hair. It like I miss the old Jamie Hayter. Um, but whatever. I mean, whatever rocks your, whatever tickles your fancy, I guess, as a performer. But yeah, I mean, still just amazing in the ring.
Yeah, that actually reminded me. I was meaning to ask you guys this. With all the fast forwarding, there's certain things that caught my attention. Um, the Hounds, are they calling themselves the Hounds
Yeah,
of War?
Hounds of Hell,
How do you
the
feel about
new,
that? That I
I,
wanted to bring that up to you guys. And
I
does that mean Malachi is now going to be coming back? And I think we've all
yes,
seen the dirt sheets too that they're saying
yes,
Malachi is coming back to
absolutely.
the E.
He's
Yeah.
coming
How do you
back.
feel about the Hounds of War now and Malachi coming back?
Hounds of Hell. I mean, good on them if they can get Tony to fucking book them right, because I swear to God, he bro, they struck gold with House of Black. And I don't know what the fuck
And
they
they let
did
it
wrong.
go.
They just they let it fizzle, and I don't know what the fuck happened. They really should have had uh Malachi beat Edge when he broke his fucking foot jumping off that fucking cage like an idiot. Um, they really should have given the title fucking uh Malachi, I think. And that's what sucks. Like that was a missed opportunity. Like you don't need to have Cope, wherever the fuck his name is, keep that from now on. You know what I mean? Like it was just dumb. But yeah, I want him to come back to the E. I want him to see have like good matches. There's a bunch of new talent. Even if he like pops up in like NXT and starts fighting fucking Trick and Oba and fucking all
That
them
would be
people
awesome.
and Ethan Page, like like that'd be great. Like, but even still, like coming into the main event and like have him go against Damian Priest. Like I think that would be a fucking barn burner right there. Damian Priest and fucking Malachi. Holy shit. Like
Mm.
some tall, lanky motherfuckers going at it. Like,
Has Shinsuke and him ever gone at it?
I don't know.
I
That
don't
to
think
me
so.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Shinsuke versus Malachi?
Yeah, I
A
think
lot of
Shinsuke
matchups
was
there.
was NXT right before Malachi came in.
Yeah.
Because Malachi had a lot of matches against what, Champa and fucking and Johnny and all them in that era. But yeah, I would love, like I said, I love Brody King and I love Buddy Matthews, and if this If this stick works, if it continues, great. I love it. If Tony books them right, like I think they could be tag team champions. I think they could have a great feud against the Hurt Syndicate,
I
and
agree. That would
I'm
be a
all
great
for it.
feud.
That would be a great, but you
Book
have
right.
to book it right. Like you
Right.
have to draw it out. You have to let them have their promos. You have to let them do their thing, and you can't convolute it. But also don't make one look weak either. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, and give them something. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, Brody deserves something. I mean, Jesus, that man's been in that company forever. And I don't think he's held a single fucking title outside the trios title one
Yeah.
time. You know, as House of Black. So I definitely I'm hopeful for him, but yeah, I definitely want Malachi to come back.
All right. So yeah, man. Let's head over to back to, well, let's not go back to the E yet, because and NXT obviously under the E. Let's go TNA. Since my man Eldon has some thoughts on Hendry now getting the championship, and we got Jordan losing it, and now possibly coming to the E. Well, we
Yeah.
think we
Well.
all know this was gonna happen sooner or
Yeah, we
later.
knew it was gonna happen. No, they finally pulled the trigger on Joe Hendry. So he beats Nick Nemeth Genesis a couple weeks ago. Uh, John Layfield was involved, but just outside of the ring. Not he didn't determine the outcome this time, but he did pop up again recently. So I'm interested where that storyline is going to go with Layfield popping up everywhere. But yeah, this was his third chance, so third time to charm. So it'd be very interesting to see, and it's interesting. Like Genesis outdrew like AEW shows in attendance. So it's very interesting to see what kind of booking they have with Joe Hendry with the title. So, and we'll probably see him in something we're going to talk about later on.
True. And also with the whole that, to me, I feel like they're a little bit under the E, but they're like E now because they're like under NXT. You know, they're kind of like
That partnership,
affiliated
yeah.
now. You know, what about Jordan now? That and where
What?
and how are you feeling about the Blanchard daughter?
Oh God. Um, I'm just hoping they haven't signed her to a long-term deal, like straight up. And I used to be a Tessa Blanchard fan back in the day before everything happened. Um, Not anymore. And also, there's something about her personally, even if I didn't know that, just rubs me the wrong way now. I think also because of knowing like kind of how like she burned her bridges in WoW, and I'm like, how do you burn your bridges in WoW? Like, come on now. Like those things, like as a professionally speaking, I'm like, I'm not higher on her. And the sad thing is, and this is one of the things I think where NXT is helping to bolster TNA, this is probably the thinnest I've seen TNA's knockout division in my entire life of watching, or the entire life of me watching TNA. Their female talent is not what it used to be. And we talked before, like they used to have like the best women's division for years. So they have a really thin knockouts division. And it's interesting, Tessa coming back. I'm just hoping they don't put their title on her. But Jordan, like she lost to Masha, what the last pay-per-view, not Genesis, one before. She lost to Master Tessa. I like Masha. I liked her when she was Killer Kelly and MK Ultra. So I mean, I didn't think that was an unusual pick to put the belt on her, and she's showing up on NXT now. So I am excited to see what they do, just as long as Tessa does not. It's a short stay, not a long stay.
It better be.
Yeah.
Any thoughts with you about the TNA stuff, Sean?
Nah.
I know you're
Fuck
not the
the
biggest TNA
Blanchards.
guy, but fuck Tessa.
Fuck the Teslas and Tesla. Fuck Tesla and
Here,
Tesla.
Tesla.
Damn it. Fuck all of them.
All right. We'll not talk about the swastikars. So NXT, we'll go there before he close it out with the WWE Royal Rumble picks. NXT, we got Vengeance Day coming to our town, guys.
Hell yeah,
and,
brother.
And actually, I need to start looking into getting some tickets. I'm late in the game. I've been too busy wondering if I was gonna go, not go. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited, man. We got Vakir going against man. I forgot the last. Did you guys watch the last NXT show? They're in Atlanta. and we had
I forget. It's the
Bianca.
cowboy. The girl who always had the cowboy like
Oh,
chaps, like the
Fallon Henley.
Fallon
That's
Henley.
who
There
she's
it
going
is.
against for the women's
Yeah.
because she has the North American title.
Yes.
They're going against. We got Bailey, Julia, and
Roxanne.
Roxanne in a three-way match for the title.
Yeah, brother.
There's some
You
just
got
interesting stuff.
Oba
Oba,
versus Austin and Grayson Waller. Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
That was random.
That was very random.
so random. All built off of the last NXT event, which is kind of weird, but it looks cool though. What you
Yeah.
guys feeling? And what's going on with Vengeance Day and all that?
I'll let.
It's funny. I missed NXT this week, so I didn't
Oh, so you
even
didn't catch
catch
it?
up. No, saw clips, but like I said, with everything going on, my mind wasn't in
Bro, it
it. My mind
was
wasn't watching anything this week.
great episode of NXT. Like I watched it. I actually watched it earlier today because I was just like, I play D&D on Tuesday nights, so I don't get to watch NXT. So I watched it the next day. Bro, it
It
was
was
a great.
cool.
Maki even watched it and like some of like the back scenes and everything like that, like how they film it. And she was just like, "Oh, this is very CW," and I was like, "Well, they are on CW." But yeah, no, it was really great. Like the whole card was great. The Bailey Julia like connection was great. Like seeing those two work together, seeing Stephanie
Yeah,
come out and feud with how do Fallon Henley, is that her name?
yeah, Fallon
I
Henley.
can never remember her name, bro. I don't know
Yeah, she's
why.
cookie cutter, but well,
It,
she's not the cookie butter blonde. She's
no,
like the country,
but
but
it's
she can wrestle
weird.
though. She
She can
got skills.
wrestle and her gear is nice. Like her gear is
Yes.
like top notch. Like Maki, every time she sees her, like we never remember her name. And I'm like, oh, it's the girl with the great gear. And Maki's, oh yeah, that shit's cunty. I love that. I'm just like, yeah, 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 yeah. And
All the other girls though, because she's part of Fatal Influence. If you
that
now
shit was so dumb.
JC Jane and some other brunette girl,
Yeah,
like
I don't know
the,
any of it.
they
Maki
got no
literally said,
riz, man.
but was just like that one has like the mask one, but I can tell they look exactly the same. And then she said the same thing. She was like, they also look like the other girl with Shotzi, Tatum.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Tatum
uh,
Paxley,
yeah,
Shotzi, and G. Is it Gigi?
Gigi. Yeah, but
I think it's Gigi
those two look
Dolan.
different. Obviously,
Yes.
green and orange hair, but the one with the
Yeah.
black hair, Tatum Paxley, looks exactly like the other two that was with Fallon. And I was just like, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a great card. I didn't recognize Wesley when
Oh
he was
yeah,
getting his
he's because he
ass
cut his
beat.
all
His
his
hair,
hair off.
yeah.
Bro, I did not recognize him. They did the Grayson Waller effect with Oba. That was pretty cool. Like hearing Oba just get some mic time and shit like
Yeah.
that and like go on them. I was like, wow, he's pretty solid. Like he didn't fuck up. He didn't like get caught up. I was like, damn,
Mhm.
okay. Like my man's like 26.
I don't
Like
know. I don't know.
my
Okay.
man like mid 20s, dog. Like
Oh
And the
he's
fact
wow.
that he's doing that accent, he never slips.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, is that an accent for real?
It's fake.
Oh, I did not know, bro. I didn't want to assume
I didn't know
shit,
that until
bro.
about a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't want to assume. I was just like, man, it's not
You know what? I
It's
never
not
looked into
Apollo
that at all
Crews, man,
either.
but
But it doesn't surprise me that it's an accent.
right,
Oh
right, right.
shit.
But yeah, and man, it was just good all around, like I said. Like, and then the very last match, of course, just fucking Naomi and Bianca versus Lash Legend and Jakara, bro. Seeing Bianca square up against Lash, I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
that was
bro.
awesome, man.
Like Bianca's like chest is like in Lash's pelvis. That's crazy, bro. Like she picked fucking Bianca up like it was nothing, dog. I was just like, but then and like I feel bad because like obviously when you're bigger in that division since you're so big and you also don't want people to look weak, you gotta jump for them, right? And so like I've never really had to see anybody jump for Bianca before when she's like picking them up or doing a slam or doing KOD, and you tell that Lash is jumping, and I'm just like, oh man, like that has to suck. You know what I mean? Like it's just so much more of a workaround. But it was an amazing match, amazing. I genuinely thought for a second Jakara almost got a pin like near the end, and like actually the crowd started booing the ref
Oh
because
yeah.
it was kind of
I
like
was like, oh,
a
they
slip up,
actually made him turn a little bit.
bro. Bro, it was a
Yeah.
little crazy. I was like, "Oh shit. Like this is getting wild." But My big prediction, let me lay it down on you real quick. Charlotte Flair posted that picture with Lash Legend and fucking Jakara. I think Charlotte goes and teams up with them two. They get out of metaphor. They get team like because she was just like I always wanted. I grew up like a princess or like the queen. Like I always wanted to be a bad bitch, and she had a picture with them two or whatever. And I was like, oh
Oh,
my god, this is gonna be
that's
like
a
the
good
best,
rep for
That would be
them.
an amazing stable of
bro.
Yeah.
3 women.
Yes, yes, and just a great heel group too. And then if you have
Yeah.
Jade come back and like, oh, Charlotte's the one that attacked, Jade.
You know,
It's
I've been
Jade,
thinking that
Jade,
too.
Naomi, and Bianca versus them three, like faction on faction. Like you don't even need like titles at that
No,
point. You
you
know what I
don't.
mean? Like you can then let them, lose the belt to someone else, to another tag team. Maybe Charlotte interferes so that they lose it. And yeah, man, like that's a great way for Jakara and Lash to learn, obviously, on with grow and learn with Charlotte, who's a very much a
Exactly.
veteran, and then also Jade gets to work with Charlotte, Jakara, Lash, and continue learning under Bianca and Naomi. Like I think that's really like I said, I would love for it to been like Bianca and Naomi and like have like that heel turn,
Yeah. You're really
but
waiting for that, man.
I've been waiting because I that it just sounded
But
so
that would be
good.
pretty cool storyline wise. What if that was all
But if
Charlotte
Charlotte,
and
yes,
now the
yes,
Jakara and Lash doing that?
yeah, bro,
Wow.
yeah. I'm
Which
I'm
makes
super
them
excited.
need to unite Naomi and I still want to see. I love the three of them together,
Yeah.
but they're the ones behind it, which makes them unite. And then I don't know, maybe then there's a turn with them where then maybe Jade is cool with Charlotte. She pulls them, and now it's the other two, or out of the other two, I don't know. Man, it might be.
Man, there's possibilities there,
There's a lot of ways it can go with that,
and
which would be super dope.
I that's what I want them to do for this Charlotte run. Every single time they brought Charlotte back, they've given her a singles title. Every single time. Like, don't do that this time. Like, let her come in, like, find like a new posse, like this bad bitch crew, and let her just like wreck house. Let her fucking run through people. Let her run through like the division. Let her run through like the groups and factions and tag teams with these two, and just fucking be powerhouses and just be dominant. Like, you don't need a fucking belt on her. Like, just have them wreck shop and have great matches, man. Like, I really hope they do that because like I don't want her. I mean, honestly, like what beating fucking. I mean, her versus Tiffy would be nice. Would be pretty cool, But like her versus Rhea, like if they have Charlotte beat Rhea, I'd be livid, bro.
We'll eventually get a Charlotte Rhea, and I'd like to see them go against each
Yeah,
other again, but not for maybe 2 years.
yeah. I want Bianca and Rhea, bro. Like
Oh yeah, oh
that is
totally,
that is the match I'm waiting for right
hell
there.
yeah, I'm with
But
that.
but yeah, that was like all my brain dump for NXT because like I actually watched it and I was like, oh my God, like the possibility.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on, man. And man, I don't know if you're looking into those tickets too, Sean, but
Mhm. We're
I'm
gonna see if they're
considering.
not too expensive. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna consider if they're not astronomical.
All right. So let's call each other up once we look into it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking about looking that over this weekend because I think it's next week. It's literally next week.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
also
Not this weekend.
SmackDown is here next
No, no,
week as
it's
of this
not
Oh,
recording.
next
so it's two
week.
weeks.
It's 2 weeks away.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's the 15th,
And
right
then we have SmackDown coming to the
after
area as
Valentine's
well.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
SmackDown's
Valentine's
on the
Day.
15th.
No,
All
I
right.
mean
So
the
let's talk
14th.
about that.
yeah, 13th.
Um, other WWE stuff before we get to our Royal Rumble picks, which we got to get to.
Yeah, yeah,
McDonough. I didn't see it.
Bro.
I didn't catch Raw because I was busy this past week. I know you had brought it up, Sean.
bro.
He
That shit was
literally.
scary.
I saw the footage of him hitting his head, but then apparently it was just more than just hitting him his head. He got other things wounded and still went through the
Yeah,
match.
he cracked some ribs too.
Damn.
Um,
I thought you
so
along too.
damn, I didn't hear that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh man, yeah. Fuck. That was scary. I don't know why he continued. And I don't know how they didn't see signs that he was fucked up. You know, like you're supposed to be you know, officials all around. Everyone's looking from all angles. Like someone should have been like, hey, he's he's fucked up. Like
Yeah.
do something else. But yeah, no, that was a scary moment, man. Thankfully he has a big ass head, and his head hit that thing, and it didn't look like it affected him
That
too
would
much.
have is like the one saving grace. I felt like we talk about the man's big ass head,
ass head.
crazy. Also, you had brought up the Cody and CM Punk promo,
Ooh, ooh,
Sean. I didn't
boy.
catch it.
Oh man, you have to go back and watch it. And it's like you probably were never ever expecting this match until Monday. Because like I think they had like one interaction like when CM Punk first came back before last year's Rumble. And then I think they like kind of interacted at the Royal Rumble, I think. And yeah, this was just it was great. Like you can see like Cody's getting a little bit more manic and deranged, like his friends are turning on him, like he's doing all the and that was like CM Punk's thing was just like, like you can be champion, but for how long? Like, you know what I mean? Like how long are you going to be away from your wife? How long are you going to be away from your daughter? Like I can see you're looking tired. Like you keep like taking these press events, you keep doing all these shows, you keep traveling. Like, like it gets to you. I understand. I used to be champion. I was champion for 400 something days. I know it can get to you. It got to me. He was like, so I know it's getting to you. And it was just like, it was just a really heated, like those two are just really good at telling a story. And it was just like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, I hate you. I hate you. It was like, I respect you, but you do have what I want and I'm going to kick your ass. And I love when that comes together. There's a lot of like, oh, like say my line, drop the thing, try to walk away, and then the other one grabs him and like turns around, just like the drama of it all, man. It was good. I go check out that promo. It's like at the very end. It was like the closing segment
on
of
Raw this past week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then you had mentioned Logan Paul.
Ugh,
Really,
man.
do we really have to talk
Hey,
about the
did you
Pauls,
bring him
man?
up?
Fuck.
Do we really got to talk about the Pauls?
No.
Just briefly, man. But before we get to
No.
I hate it. What the fuck? I mean, I knew it was inevitable because they're on Netflix and they want the fucking ratings, but god damn it. I can't even remember what segment he came out in, but it just
what are
made me
they doing,
so
man?
mad.
What are they doing?
Bro, like cacophony of boos, like louder than Hulk Hogan. And yet again, it is not heel heat. That is go away heat. No one wants to see you here. Go back to boxing. Go back to training your little brother. Blah 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 or whatever. Big brother, little brother. I don't know what the fuck who's older. I have no idea, and I don't care. Like just go away. Do your podcast. Talk about how you like wrestling. Just stop interfering. Like you held up that US title for so fucking long last year. Like fuck you. Like go away. No one cares. And I don't care how gifted you are in the ring. You know what I mean? Like I don't at this point. Like I don't care. Go away.
So what did he come out for? Just to be on. That's all they did.
He
They
came
didn't do
out and he talked some shit. I forgot who he talked some shit to, but he also announced that he was entering into the Royal Rumble because he's
Oh,
Logan Paul.
Royal Rumble entry.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, fuck him. All right, let's get to the Royal Rumble because fuck him. Let's talk our picks, Royal Rumble. But before we get to our picks in the Rumble matches, we got two other matches. Let's start it off with 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns. DIY are the current champs. Who do you have, Webster style? Webster style, I didn't hear you.
Motor City Machine Guns. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
now I
here
do.
now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Motor City.
Motor City?
Yeah.
You just giving them the nod.
I feel like
Nothing
the story and everything, it makes sense for the Motor City Machine Guns to get it back. That's all.
get back.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's
Go
a
ahead.
story?
Go ahead, Sean.
There's a story?
There
Is there
actually
a
has
story?
been, if you've been watching SmackDown. Again, I've been fast forwarding. It was cool when they came out and won it real quick, but then
Yeah.
they've been going back and forth. There have been matches with Pretty Deadly.
Oh, okay.
To be honest,
all
it's
right.
been boring, bro.
I remember.
And I
They
personally
were
like
trying
Webster
to figure
style.
out who attacked them or some shit
Yeah.
backstage.
I can kind of give a fuck, to be honest.
I really don't give a fuck. I don't know why this is on Royal Rumble PLE and not
Yeah.
just SmackDown before. I
Yeah.
really don't.
If they're gonna throw fucking Pretty Deadly in there, and also throw in who else they had them fighting on SmackDown, the Latino
Los
brothers
Gatos. Los
family.
Gatos. Las Gatos, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking Humberto and Angel.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember their names, but do a four-way for the tag team. Okay, maybe that'll be a bunch of flyers, bunch of
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
going
yeah,
on. That made it would have been a little bit more interesting, but just the two of them, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Anyway, so let's not give a fuck there. Let's head over. This one's going to you, Sean. KO versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship match in a ladder match. Who do you got?
Another one I'm bored of. I mean, Cody's winning. Cody's taking this thing to the fucking to WrestleMania. Um, Kevin ain't winning shit. Um, I have predictions. However, I'll get to those when we talk about the Rumble match.
All right. How about you, Sean, Webster? Who you got in the KO, Cody?
I think of it two ways. I think one, I don't see if it's just Cody and Kevin. I I don't see a conclusion to the story of how Kevin winning. That's just the way I feel about it. If it's just them, but I also see Randy coming back and interfering.
Damn it! That was good. Fuck.
Sorry, you still your thunder, Sean.
Nah, go ahead, man. Great minds, great minds, great minds.
So
But
RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's going to be after Cody wins because I think they build up him and Randy for the next few months. Leading up to Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and then obviously whoever wins Royal Rumble, you know, or whatever feud they want to put Cody in at the time, that leads up to WrestleMania. But I think in the intermediate, I think it's going to be him and Randy. But yeah, you know, I yeah, Cody's going to win, and I think Randy jumps in, fucking RKO's him,
Mm,
and that just sows Cody's further descent into losing friends and people not betraying him because he's a champion essentially because he has a target on his back now. Because
yeah.
that's his whole thing right now is like he's like manic and tired and he like visibly looks like exhausted, manic, kind of like what Paul Heyman was doing. Back when he was like not sleeping and like looking like haggard and shit when Solo took over. So it's gonna be
All right.
good.
All right. I personally like Gunther. I'm bored with Cody as champ. I want to see KO win. Again, these guys don't have. I don't think certain wrestlers need to have belts long anymore. Let the belts run around different places.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So let KO win it. Maybe I like our KO coming in there, but just to have KO stop and just maybe feel that achievement a little bit because also KO deserves love too. I feel in a lot of what he's saying with this rivalry, but I'm bored with
Uh,
this as well. So and
KO
again, and I'm about titles can play around it. They don't need to stay for long times. We don't need to have these. I've held it for 467 days type shit anymore. Fuck that
Yeah.
shit.
KO is just like I don't know. He just sounds whiny.
True.
Like whenever he plays this heel role, it's like the same heel role, and it never changes. It's always like the same, and it's
Yeah.
always him whining about why he wasn't good. Why did I not get picked? Why did I get picked? No, 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 no. He gets too hyped up, and he like gets like rampant. I'm like, it's the same shtick over and over. Like eventually you're going to turn on Sammy as well, and then that's going to be a whole thing. Like it's so predictable at this point. And I like that's why I don't want KO. Like he's just too predictable. Like
I
Cody,
think how you
and
get rid of that. Okay, you whined about it, you finally got it, but then you lose it quickly, and then that's how the perfect make him look like a little bitch, and then you can
I
play
don't
around with that. That's story shit you can fuck
I
with.
don't think the main title is the title to do that with. I think the title that Gunther has could be used for that situation.
And I
But
agree. I think that's what it should have been doing with it in the first place. That should have
yeah,
been a title that's used to build people with.
yeah. And
Yeah.
really
Like
build up
seriously, like
like
back
yeah,
in the day.
yeah. But instead you've only had Seth, Drew for like 5 seconds, Damian Priest, and Gunther. You know what I mean?
And all these
So
titles staying with these cats for forever. All
Yeah.
these different titles, boring.
yeah,
Like
I feel
play
you. But
around with
like
it.
they're building up to something at
6 years down the
WrestleMania.
road.
Well, at WrestleMania for Cody, right? Like Cody now
Yeah.
needs to go to the main event at WrestleMania as champion. Like last year, he was a challenger. This year's he's a champion, and I think it's very poetic for him to lose at WrestleMania. He won at WrestleMania. He loses at WrestleMania. I think it's very poetic for that to happen, and I think that's what they're aiming to do.
All right, so let's get to that point. But let's first start with the women's Royal Rumble match.
Woo!
30 women.
Yeah.
Who's winning? Who is showing up, making their grand appearances for the first time, or maybe
Okay.
even the last time?
So confirmed women so far.
All right,
They got-
John, it's
they
you.
got-
I'll start with Webster style on the men's Rumble. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they got 10 entrants already announced. So we got Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, and Io Sky. Now, what we were just talking about earlier, Jordan Grace, of course, coming out. Do we think any other surprises are coming out besides Jordan?
Or would
any
we
other...
like to see?
Oh, yeah.
I think they probably throwing Masha Slamovich too.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah, definitely TNA is going to be up in there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think so.
TNA.
I think Jade will return at the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
do we think Jade?
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Do we think
Yeah.
Jade will come back at Rumble?
Yeah.
That would be a
perfect
good
time.
surprise. That would be
Yeah,
dope too.
bro.
And maybe even Asuka, because I think I saw something like she was close to
Yeah.
coming back too.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
that actually, man, that'll be a story we need to talk next week. If you've been following her on Twitter, she's like paranoid. Like there's some stalkers on Twitter that's driving her crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, but Asuka, yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on with her? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Asuka coming back. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
Some call-ups
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Jada.
Lash will probably show up again.
Yeah. Oh. I want Lash to literally have like a Bianca Belair 2020 moment where she just fucking chucks motherfuckers out. Like sets a record for chucking motherfuckers out. Like she's not gonna win, but give her a moment. Give her that record. Give her that Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna throw fucking 15, 20 people out and get this record. But then still get my ass tossed out at the last 4 or last 2 even, you know. But yeah, man, I can't really think of anyone like that's too crazy out of the norm. Maybe AJ Lee.
Whoa, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I would like to see AJ Lee.
Michelle
pop
McCool
back.
probably show up again just because.
No. Fuck. I forgot about Michelle McCool, bro. Oh man, what about Ash by Elegance? More TNA. Ash by Elegance and Mickey James.
Mickey James is possible. She's
absolutely.
Ain't she working with them on Legends?
Oh yeah, they have a new
show
coming.
Yeah, so it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, who's gonna take the whole thing and gonna take it to WrestleMania, guys? Who you got, Sean?
Bro, I don't fucking know, man. This one's hard.
Gotta pick, bitch. Because we got one more thing to do, and we got a little bit of time to go.
All right, I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm just gonna say Bayley.
Bayley.
I don't think Bayley's ever won Royal Rumble, and I think she's been highly featured. And yeah. Old girl might come back. Becky Lynch might come back. Forgot about Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch is probably coming back.
No. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Bayley. I think Bayley's gonna get it. Like Bayley's kind of all around. She just fought with Julia. She's been on NXT. She's still like having backstage segments with Io Sky because she's Damage Control. She's having her segments with Naomi and she's having her feuds with Nia. Like she's having her feud with Tiffy as well. Like she's kind of like all over the place. And I think they've been strategically like placing her everywhere because I think they want to push her strong so that when she does get a belt, there are a bunch of connections for challengers when she gets the belt.
Dude, she won Royal Rumble last year.
Who did? Bayley?
Yes. I was like, I know she won it literally last year because
Bayley
she
won last
took
year?
it to Mania and then won the belts, but then lost it not too long after.
Bro, my memory sucks, bro. Well, then I'm gonna pick someone else.
So are you giving Bayley a back-to-back like Cody the previous year?
Ooh.
Because remember, Cody won it 2 years before he finally took it.
Yeah. Maybe Royal Rumble.
No,
I don't
you know
think
what?
Bailey's gonna do a
I
twofer.
think I think Becky comes back and wins, bro.
No, I don't want that at all.
Becky comes back and win, bro.
I'll be so
That's why
upset. I'll be
I
flipping
want
tables, bitch.
I want Lash to win. I just know they're not going to give it to Lash yet. She's too young.
All right,
But yeah, fuck it, Becky.
fuck that. Webster style. What do you got?
Y'all going to probably think I'm out there, but I'm looking for shock value and somebody nobody expects.
Jordan Grace.
Okay.
Yes, Jordan Grace.
I knew it. I knew it.
Are you fucking serious?
I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it.
You know they're high on her. You know she's polished and she can main event.
Yeah.
And also
she was there last year too.
Right.
And she had a great fucking
her.
show.
She can, like, I'm thinking maybe not Rhea. I wouldn't want to see that match. But her versus Tiffy at Mania.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be a great match, but also you can do things and not have Jordan win, but still have her look strong as hell.
Yeah.
I don't think you could do that with Rhea too much. I feel like that, not saying evenly matched, but that's like a match I love to see, but not at Mania, at least not so quickly.
What are you talking about?
But I think
that for all the times Liv beat her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because, God, I hope they don't bring Becky back. I don't want Charlotte to win. I don't want Becky to win. I want some new blood.
All right, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah,
I disagree with both y'all motherfuckers.
Right,
and I gotta tell you, I love Jordan, but again, I've been watching, replays and shit, guys. Catching up and also seeing other stuff that haven't saw. I love Jordan, but it has finally hit me. Jordan is so short, bro.
Oh yes,
he's
very
so
tiny.
short.
A fucking munchkin.
That I cannot see this munchkin going against all these other top gals, man.
A fucking lollipop gang, dog. Like
it was cool maybe last year. I don't just see it. I think she should have a good run here and there, but all these other talents that are her peers, it just don't balance. It just don't balance out, bro. And I love Jordan. She's great. And more if we can adjust our heads, but just for me personally, I like. So that's why I'm going to discredit you on that one, website. I like it. I like Jordan, but I just don't see it with everybody else.
So who?
So my pick? Your pick, because I think I know where you're going.
It's another Jay. I like what you said a second, or I think it was Sean that said it. The Jade return, Jade Cargill comebacks, wins the Rumble.
Okay.
Who do you think I was going to say?
No. I was thinking you were going to go Naomi. I was thinking you were going to say Naomi.
I like that too. Because Naomi deserves that shit.
But she's a tag team champion.
But exactly, and that's why I don't think, because her and Bianca have it right now.
But also,
maybe Jade wins it, and that facilitates a turn for Naomi to be pissed off about that, and then that creates Bianca to be upset, and then I don't know, and then this whole thing with Charlotte coming back, maybe it's down to Charlotte and Jade. Jade wins it. And then that creates the Charlotte thing, and then we found out that was really Charlotte and Jakara. I love the Jakara thing.
Yes,
there's so much story shit there, but Jade coming back and winning after being pulled out.
All right,
that anger.
Let me ask you.
Makes sense.
One question: do you think Jade can perform at a main event of WrestleMania?
There's enough time.
No.
There's enough time.
There's enough time.
There's enough time. There's enough time to get her ready.
You're right in that regard. Like rehearsing, make sure you have exactly who she's going to wrestle and have the time to build up and map out the match. Yes. But yeah, I don't, like I said, I love it. I really want them to, but I think it's way too early for Jade, especially.
Yeah, I agree.
Way like experience wise, like Jordan is early, but Jordan has experience, right? Even Lash has experience in NXT, like literally has done like double header matches in NXT. You know what I mean? Like can call matches in the ring. Like she can do it. She has the experience, but she's also still just too new as well. So Jade definitely is too new. If they do, I'll be shocked. I'll love it.
Can you imagine
Netflix will love it.
Jade
Netflix will
versus
love
Rhea.
Oh,
and then what if you make it a fatal three-way? Jade, Rhea, Charlotte, because that's the Charlotte run back.
Ooh.
I can see that, because I was thinking if somebody like Charlotte was champion, or even in the match, Charlotte can make Jade look good.
Can she?
And
So
Liv can make her look good.
No, so here's the thing. Charlotte has to fucking respect you in order to make you look good. Because there are some matches where Charlotte does not sell and she works stiff as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like there are certain moments, and certain people that she will really sell for. So like you have to, you know what I mean? Like you have to earn her respect.
Oh, I'm excited for Women's Rumble. There's a lot of ways it can go through this one. All right, you guys ready to head over to the men's?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we keep going about the women forever. Let's go.
I think we're all we don't know who. I think really honestly we don't know who the fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's really hard to choose for women.
It's anyone's game.
It's anyone's game.
It's literally the roll of a 20-sided dice. Like,
so let's head over to the men's. Webster Style. What are you thinking? Who's gonna show up outside of who we already know? Any surprises? Anybody you want to see come in there finally that's been on waivers or just out for a minute? Yeah. And who do you got winning?
I got the list right here if you want me to go through it.
I think the only surprise I could think probably showing up is Joe Hendry. It would make sense.
I think he'll just show up.
He's definitely coming.
Hell, I mean, with the TNA partnership, you could have a Hardy show up. Who knows?
Oh no, I forgot about that.
Nick Nemeth can show up because he just lost the title. I want to try and get the WWE.
Fuck.
I don't know if he's willing to go back, but I think he said something like he had nothing left to prove. Anyway, I know who I don't want to win. John Cena.
It's going to be John Cena.
No.
It's going to be John Cena.
Oh, so hold on. So that's who you're going to predict, Sean.
Yes. That's obvious.
It's
John Cena's winning this for his fucking reunion bullshit or fucking retirement year. He's winning this. He's going to WrestleMania.
John should lose Royal Rumble, but win like Money in the Bank or Elimination Chamber.
No.
One of those two.
No. CM Punk, I think, will win Elimination Chamber. So who do you want and who do you think's going to win then? I know you don't want John Cena.
Put my money on Drew.
Ooh.
Okay. So you want to see Drew?
Yeah.
You put money you put down.
Do you
Drew.
want or you think he's going to win? Do you think they're booking
Drew is going to win?
Do you want Drew to win?
I mean, people I want to win. Like there are a bunch of cats I would love. Like I would love to see Punk win. I would love to see, Drew. Who else is in it?
So we got LA Knight, we got John Cena, we got CM Punk, we got Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Penta, Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, and Carmelo Hayes.
There are too many cats in there I would love to see win. I would love to see Carmelo win, but I know that ain't happening.
You're funny.
But it'd be some shit if they had Penta win.
Oh no, absolutely not. I think they're gonna do something. They've been like playing with this like weird story of like Chad going to Dominic Mysterio. I think Dom's gonna enter this and like eliminate Penta.
Interesting.
Like I think Penta's gonna like save Rey Mysterio or some shit like that, and then Dom's gonna fucking come up right behind Penta, and then that gives Dominic something to do instead of just being a fucking valet, and it gives Penta something to do. By all means.
Okay.
But yeah, but Drew, you think Drew?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. So Drew and Cena. So you're official on Cena, Sean.
I don't want it.
So who do you want then? Because we didn't get that then. Who do you want?
Who do I want? Who do I want? I want Jey Uso, bro. Like seriously, like be the first Uso to fucking break out and do the damn thing.
That would make me so happy because of this fucking main event bullshit and the fire this man has right now.
Yeah. I really
fucking love Jey,
I think they're missing.
He's the true people's champ right now.
Yeah, they're missing the fucking lightning strike, dog, and it's not going to strike too many more times. Like they're missing it, and
I like that.
I think it's, obviously, John Cena's winning, bro. Like he has not been back since the first episode of Netflix, and it's because the Royal Rumble is going to officially kick off his fucking tour. He is going to win this. He's going to be back every other week, cutting a promo and wrestling once or twice, in between PLEs, and he's going to wrestle at each PLE. Like, I'm sorry, like I hate it. I hate that they're throwing it away this way. I think The Rock is also coming out. I think The Rock is I think it's literally going to be John Cena and The Rock at the very end for nostalgia purposes, and John Cena is going to fucking throw The Rock out.
All right, you ready for my three? Well, my
Go.
my.
Hate that.
Give
All
it.
right, I'm gonna give you my three with what you said. Hold on, no, you said Cena, Rock. Those are just the two you said, right?
Yeah, at the very end. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put my winner in there, to be in that top three, because I think Cena and Rock will be actually no. I'm gonna give you my final four.
Okay.
Uh,
Give it to me.
Cena, Rock, Punk, Uso. I'm not sure how it's gonna happen, but I think I'm gonna have Rock get thrown out by Cena.
Yeah.
It's Rock and Punk and Uso. Punk is gonna take out Cena, which is gonna piss them off, because I want to do a storyline there and gonna shatter Cena's dream, because I don't want to see it. It's so fucking predictable, like everybody's saying. I don't want to see it happen, so I want to have Punk ruin that and then have him go against Cena with some stuff, because there's storyline stuff that they can play with there, along with the Rock shit that they can play around there, and then give my man main event Jey Uso the fucking Royal Rumble, because I like that, and that's what I want to have happen.
I would love that, man.
So make that the final four, because there's storyline shit you can play with the Rock, Punk, Cena shit, and then fucking have main event finally go all the way to do some shit.
Let me tell you, not in fantasy land, let me tell you how realistically it's going to go, because I love that, but the WWE just doesn't think that way, man. It's literally, in my opinion, it's going to be John, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, because they referenced him.
Did they say he's going to be in? He's not in it, is he?
I think he is. They referenced him again on Raw. Drew McIntyre did, because Drew McIntyre said he was the one that created the bloodline, because he defeated Brock at 2020 or 2021 fucking WrestleMania, and that's what got Heyman over to Roman, because Brock went away after Drew beat him. But anyway, it's gonna be Brock and Roman. So Roman, Brock, Rock, Roman, Brock, and John Cena.
And Uso.
No, that's the final four, bro. I think Solo or like Jacob's going to be like one to throw Jay out early.
Roman's in it too. I forgot.
Yeah, bro. That's what I said. Roman, Brock, Rock, and John. Like that's...
If I'm really playing it with what they were going to do, then it's going to be Roman to go back against Cody again.
Yeah, I think literally like Roman and Rock are going to team up. And I think one of them is going to try to betray the other. Probably The Rock is probably going to try to betray Roman. He's going to get pissed off, and both of them are going to eliminate at the same time by
then have Roman and Rock finally be at Mania.
Yes.
That's it right there. That's the shit they're going to do. Fuck.
Yes. Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to sell. You know what I mean? Like Netflix wants it. They're going to sell tickets. It's Las Vegas. Like they need to sell tickets. Like that's what's going to be. Unfortunately, like Jay's hot amongst the WWE universe.
They're going to never give my man the belt, bro.
I know, man, because there's too many other big players, man. And now John Cena's back. Like John Cena coming back really fucked up. Like having this retirement tour fucked up a lot of potential opportunity for elevating people.
How you thinking on all that, Eldon?
Don't disagree with Sean. I do not like that mix, especially if The Rock gets in it. I like, while Drew's not new, I really wanted to highlight new people.
Yeah.
Especially toward the end. I don't mind The Rock coming back or John coming back, or even John, like I said, winning Elimination Chamber. I'm comfortable with that. Or even Money in the Bank. I am comfortable with that. But the Royal Rumble is special. And that's something that nobody can take away. Nobody cares who won Money in the Bank. No one cares who won Elimination Chamber last year. But they always talk about Royal Rumble wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think somebody new or new-ish needs to be the winner of the Rumble.
Yeah.
So that somebody can push or is, in that cut, especially if you just signed that new contract too. Shoot.
Nah. CM Punk or Seth is eliminating Drew. Come on, dude. They're prolonging that story some way or another, whether it's Seth or CM Punk. One of them's eliminating Drew, or vice versa, or both at the same time. Like,
All right, guys. So that is our picks. Any final words? Any other maybe surprise? Anything to close us out before we talk all things what happened next week from this Rumble?
I
Nada?
I would, a big surprise for me would be to see Malachi in the Royal Rumble.
To have him pop up?
Yeah, like
Finally?
I don't know what his contract status looks like. What's
Heard
that?
Web
that's what I
Solid,
that's
can't hear you.
what-
Yeah, you keep cutting out.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was saying from what I saw in some videos and dirt sheets, like his contract ends after the Rumble, so I don't know if that's going to
Uh,
happen. But of course, people get it wrong all the time.
yeah. I would love to see Malachi come back. That would be a
Hey,
very big surprise.
we would be
And
really
obviously
surprised. Malachi
AJ
real
Lee.
quickly, and then Britt too. To all of a sudden,
Ooh,
if they didn't get it done quick, we haven't seen both of them in quite some time.
that's
So
true.
they could have gotten that done real quick.
They could have. I mean, they did with CM Punk.
Exactly. So that would
But yeah,
be
man,
insane.
I would love that. I want AJ Lee to come back and the women's, and
I think
I would
AJ
love
Lee
for
the most for me
Malachi.
to
Yeah.
see her be back. Now that
Oh
Punk's
yeah.
back, let's bring AJ Lee back, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys, let's go close up. Let's get up out of here. Mongo, Sean, you got a beautiful backdrop behind you. What's the next
Yeah.
Nerdlesque event, man?
It's all fucked up. It's not the right banner size, but it's Nerdy Nightcap. It's on February 8th. It's at Black Cat in DC on 14th Street. If you guys are around, it's our first show back at the Black Cat, post COVID. We used to produce there a couple times. Great venue, love it. Very historic punk rock venue. This is going to be live jazz band playing video game tunes all night, and we're gonna have cabaret,
Nice.
burlesque, dancing to live jazz. We're gonna have themed cocktails. It's gonna be a truly just a blast. It's gonna be all cabaret speakeasy vibes. If you guys are interested, you can check us out. You can go to blackcatdc.com. You'll find our event right there. It takes you right to the link. They're the ones selling the tickets now, so we don't have to go through Eventbrite. So that's nice. But yeah, come check us out. We got a couple more VIP tickets left, and a couple GA tickets as well. But things are
What's
definitely
the date
selling
again?
fast. February 8th.
Okay, so kind of like
So
a precursor to Valentine's Day, y'all.
yeah,
Take your
yeah.
that special somebody in your life and have a good time. That'll be super dope. I dig it, man. I dig it. My man Webster Sal, you putting in that work, brother. I know always. What do you got coming up soon on Sartorial and Geek?
Sweet, let's see. You dropped, did a new Ren's Playtime Corner with Ren talking about what do you bring to the table, and we both really discussed with that question. Impromptu game bites with the Microsoft announcement last week. Short game bite with Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. Still going over PAX, talking to Mark from Terrible Influence at PAX. I did a review of Cinex Sinus Solution from Vix. It was a weird experience. And then also I'll talk to my man Jeff from Strange Machine Games, talking about Robotech themed games at PAX. All that dropped this week.
There you go. A ton of dope stuff from my brother Eldon over there. Go check it out. I still got a lot of content from him that he sent over that I gotta post up. That'll be up soon, as well as my man Sean from PAX. As soon as I can get around to it. I've just been under the weather, and we're still coming out of the holiday. At least for me, my holidays got extended. Then I got sick, and then we've been living in crazy times. So it's kind of been difficult, but I'll have that all up. But you're on the NRW already, and you know what's on the channel. A lot of new shit still every day. My backlog is crazy, but it's getting up there. Enjoy. But shout out to my brothers over here, Webster Sal, Sean Mongold. Appreciate y'all as always. Hopefully we can get down at Vengeance Day. If y'all are thinking about it, Sean, I'll hit you up, man. Let's talk. You too, Webster Sal, if you're thinking. Let's have some fun. But this has been another great one. Until the next time, we'll talk all results from this. I'm P. That's Sean Mongold. That's Webster Style. Let's get up out of here. In a 1, 2, 3. Peace. All right, y'all.
You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
You can hide behind that commissioner's stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
And if you don't think I'm big enough, then you grab a hold of me, and you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be to do the job on you.
All right, just jerk Helmsley off.
There's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
Oh, no! No, that's it, Trap.
Corey boy, I'm coming hard.